what we're going to be doing next is we're going to be doing some work on what's called complement. You'll see this thing A, complement, all right, and we'll show you what it means in a second. So what we're going to do first is we're going to draw a rectangle to represent U. So here is our rectangle. This represents U. Then we're going to draw in an oval to represent A inside the rectangle, we hope. Now, A is a subset of U, which means everything in A fits inside of U. That's the way it has to be done. C, D, and E, C, D, and E. So everything in U that's not in A is a small a and a small b. Okay, now the question is A complement. Now A complement means everything that's inside A, it's everything else. So ignore everything that's inside of A, and the answer is everything else. So the answer is small a and small b. Everything outside of A, basically. Okay, so there's question 1 done. Question 2. Once again, we can just do a little mini Venn diagram just to show you what to do here. 3, 4, 3, 5, 7. That's everything in A, everything in U. 4, 6, 8 as well. So it's everything. Oh, sorry, this is P, not A. P. Everything outside of P, everything that's not in P. Well, everything that's not in P is the 4, the 6, and the 8. Basically, ignore everything in P, and the answer is everything outside it. So the answer is 4, 6, and 8. So far so good. It's quite easy. 3. A, B, and represent it on a Venn diagram. No bother. So go for the rectangle and 2 ovals this time. Okay, so you have U here. Then we have, now start off in the middle. What do A and B have in common? Well, they have 1 and 5. 1 and 5. So that's 1 and 5 gone. In A only you have 6 and 8. In B only we have 4. And everything left in U that has been used yet is 2, 3, and 7. We can put that on the outside of A, B. Okay. Now, first of all, list A complement. A complement is everything that's not inside of A. So I'm going to make see this color here? This is what's inside of A. And we want everything outside it. So it's 2, 3, 4, and 7. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, and 7. Okay, that's part 2. That's A complement. And now we're going to do B complement. So B is 1, 5, and 4. So it's every other number that's not 1, 5, and 4. So that'll be 2, 3, 6, 6, 7, 8. So once again, everything that's not inside of B. Now, verify that the intersection of A complement intersection B complement is the same as A union B complement. All right, let's find out what A union B complement is first. So A union B complement means everything that's not in A or B. So here's A or B. These are the 2 of them here. What did they have in common? 2, 3, and, so what do they have outside it? Is 2, 3, and 7. Okay. 2, 3, and 7. Now, what we gotta find next is what is A complement intersection B complement. Well, if we look at the answer of the 2 of them, what do these 2 lists have in common? 2, 3, and 7. 2, 3, and 7. So both answers are the same, 2, 3, and 7. Verify means that they're always going to be equal to 0. All right, that's part 3 done. Now we're on to question 4. So once again, do a universal set. Like so. And do A and B, or P and Q, I meant. P and Q. So we go for U, P, and Q. Then we go for regular letters. So let's start off in the middle again. We have A and A and A. So there's A in the middle. Also G in the middle. And then A only is D and F. And B only, Q only is B. So what does that leave? C and E on the outside. Now, let's start some questions here. What is P complement for part A of 2? Everything outside of P. So everything that's not in the circle P or the oval P would be B, C, and E. Okay, so just B, C, and E for that one, guys. Q complement, which is part B, is everything that's outside of Q. So Q is here, and we can see inside of Q we have A, B, and G. So it's all the letters that aren't them. That'll be C, E, D, and F. And F. Okay. Part 3. C. What's P complement intersection Q complement? So what do both of those answers have in common? Well, P complement and Q complement always have C and E in common. So they have C and E in common in this question. So the answer is C and E. Next one, P union Q complement. So everything that's P union Q, but outside it. So P union Q complement means everything outside P or Q, which is simply C and E. Okay, we happy with that? Now, evaluate the following. The cardinal number of P complement, which we see down here, there's 3 items there, so it's 3, plus the cardinal number of Q complement, which is 4 items, which we see there. Take away the cardinal number of P complement intersection Q complement, which we see is 2 numbers. 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 take away 2 is 5, and that's the answer from part 3. Okay, now we're on to question 5. Okay, the Venn diagram shows the following, and we gotta list the elements of the following sets. Well, this is going to be painstaking. So U, I'll do one answer at a time, guys, otherwise I'll be... U is everything, guys. So AB, GHT, so A, B, GHT, KMN, QP, or PQ as we put it down, PQ, or SV. Okay, and that's the answer to union set. That's only the answer to part 1. Now let's go for the answer to part 2. So the answer of part 2 is everything inside of A, which is going to be GHT, KMN. Okay. Part 3 is going to be everything inside of B, which is RSV, GHT. Okay. Now on to part 4. A intersection B. So A intersection B is GH and T. So A intersection B is GH and T. Next one, part 5 is A union B, which is everything in A union B, so A or B. So it's going to be KMN, GHT, and then RSV. Okay, and you're done. Now, next part is, what do we have? A union B done, A less B. So that's part 6, A less B. Everything in A that's not in B. So everything in A is KMN, and that's not inside of B. So it's just KMN. Everything in B that's not in A. So everything in B that's not in A. And that's RSV. Okay. Now, A complement. Everything that's not inside of A. So rule out KMN and rule out GHT, and what's left over? That's the answer for A complement, okay? So it's RSV, AB, P and Q. Okay. B complement. Everything that's not in B. So rule out GHT, rule out R, S, and V. And what's left over? Oh, sorry guys, on the last answer. Sorry, where did I put the last answer? Did I do A complement yet? Sorry guys, I'm just going to do A complement again. I think I might have messed it up. KMN, GHT. So that is, the answer is RSV, A, B, P, and Q. SV, A, and B, and P, and Q. Okay, now I'm on to B complement next. Let's rub this out and do B complement. Now, B complement. Take out GHT, take out RSV, and what are you left with? A, B, P, Q, K, M, N. Okay, and I actually better put down the answer for A complement while I'm here. So we'll probably need it for the next answer. So A complement is RSV, so AB, P, Q, then RSV. Okay, so the answer for the next question is part 10 is A dash intersection B dash. So it's what's in common with both of these lists. Well, the answer is A, B, P, Q. Okay, next one after that is A union B complement. So everything outside A union B complement. So A union B is all these numbers, we'll just get rid of them. These are all A union B's, and what's outside it is A, B, P, and Q. So it's the same answer again. A, B, P, and Q. Okay, all good. Now I'm going to get rid of these, and now I'm going to move on to part 12, which is A dash intersection B. So a way of looking at this one is part 10, A complement intersection B. So let's start with A complement. A complement is everything that's not in A. So if we were to highlight this area, everything that's not in A. So I need to rub that out, I don't know what I did there. So once again, everything that's not in A is all these ones here. Okay? But they also have to be inside of B. So that indicate that the answer is R, S, and V. Okay guys, so just answer there is R, S, and V. Okay, so next one. A intersection B complement. Now start off with B complement this time. So B complement is everything that's not B. So it's all this region here. Everything that's not B. Okay, I've done that. Now it also has to be in A. See the way it's A intersection. So it also has to be inside of A. So the answer is going to be K, M, and N. Okay, done. B, everything in B that's not in A complement. So once again, we're going to highlight this. Everything in B that's not in A. Everything in B that's not in A is R, S, and V. But this dash here means everything that's not that answer. So everything that's not R, S, and V is what we're looking for here. So, tricky question, but let's do this. So everything that's not B, let's say. So B, let's say, is the answer R, S, V, but this dash means everything that's not it. So that's going to be K, M, N, G, H, T, A, B, P, and Q. Alright guys, that is exercise, that's 10.7, done.